Hey, hey, hey. There's
It'll
an
probably be
11-second delay.
11 or 7.
I think it's 11, but don't quote me. But good evening, Squatchers, and welcome to the New Year's Eve edition of
Yeah.
Squatch Talks podcast.
Holy crap. You got to,
Second delay.
11 or 7.
Turn down your volume.
Volume is too high.
Well, hey, at least that shows it's working. I did
Yeah.
something right for a change,
That's
Mr.
right.
Technology challenge that I am. But hey, we weren't planning on doing this, and we hope we're not interfering with anybody's plans. Probably nobody's even on yet. So in
I would
11
expect most
seconds
people are drinking and being merry.
and being festive. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, hey, I'm drinking. I've got my Squatch Talks podcast coffee. Just kidding. It hasn't come out yet.
I got my Squatch Talks podcast bourbon.
And of course, we want to thank our friends also at Black Rifle for keeping us supercharged for these events and awake enough to get it done.
Yeah.
So how's everybody tonight?
I'm feeling better. Feeling better. That's for sure.
Better.
The eye drops are irritating my throat, but at least I think that's what it is.
Probably.
Too much steroids dropping in the eye, and then it goes down, tear duct and all that.
Too much of a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. I think so. I'm trying to get YouTube up here on the phone, see if anybody's seeing anything.
Well, hey, I hope they can see. I still have a few shirts left, but we're quickly selling out. So we're going to need to have a new production line very soon. Shirts and mugs. And I think you're also looking at doing some tumblers. Had a request for some hoodies and maybe some long sleeve shirts.
Yes, definitely looking at the long sleeve shirts.
Cool.
Yeah.
But I have some satisfied customers that have come in and acquired some of our merch. So
very good.
Yeah, in fact, I had a call from Mike today. He was wearing his new green Encounters and Stories edition shirt yesterday.
There you go.
Proudly. Thank
Nice.
you, Mike and Kathy. But yeah, so now he's got the shirt and the mugs. I had another guy in today, Dave, who told me he's been binging on all the podcasts on audio only version. And he had some really nice things to say about it, how he's enjoying it, and it's
cool.
It flows nicely, And
I saw we're up to 326 now.
Really?
Yeah,
it's awesome. I haven't checked, but I think we had like over 9,000 some views, so that's awesome.
Yeah,
in our first year, coming up on our anniversary in a few days.
Yeah, that's right. We should try to get Brian back on for that.
Yeah.
I talked to him again. When did he call? Yesterday. Talked to him a little bit yesterday. So
I did. I told you I talked to him a couple of day or two ago. I forget.
Yeah.
Sounded good. Life is good. Happy
going to the gym. He's gonna be better than me soon.
He's gonna be a beast.
All skinny and whatnot.
That's what I asked him because I haven't been to the gym in years. I get most of my activity outdoors.
Right.
But in the wintertime, that's tougher, So I had said to Heather, hey, how about we join a gym and really, tone up? And she goes, do they have a pool? I said, well, there is one here in Medford that has a pool.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
There you go.
I mean, as a store owner and as a health food store, I should be able to network with these places and they should throw me a free membership,
Oh, that would be nice. Hey, Patty's on.
Hey, Patty. Happy New Year, Patty.
Glad you guys aren't in the deep freeze. I gotta take my socks off. Hot.
Oh, speaking of socks, you ready?
Yeah. There you go.
Very nice. Socks, new socks and Crocs.
Oh, I like the Crocs. Yeah.
We got those together. Remember the Crocs we got at Cabela's?
That's right. Those are the white camo Crocs.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
And Santa was good to this spinner Squatch. I have to say, I'm spoiled for a change.
Nice.
Yeah, usually, as dads, we usually get the short end of the stick. You know what I mean? And I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I don't want to, make you feel bad, but I
No,
must have been a good boy this year.
I usually end up giving the stick away,
Ah, I'm gonna give it a stick. But no, I was a spoiled little Squatch this year, man. I'll tell you, I feel
Nice.
spoiled. Yeah.
Good. You should
And
be.
the socks were from my daughter. And she also is
Got my
taking me
hat.
out to dinner, I think, for my
Yeah.
birthday.
And my socks.
And I thought this was a neat gift from Tristan. This is a laser cut Squatch design.
Is it like plastic or?
It's actually woodcut
Oh,
in layers.
wow. That's
the,
really cool.
The detail is amazing.
Yeah.
So I
That's
was
wicked.
really, really shocked.
Yeah. That's
because
neat.
Tristan has not typically been so thoughtful with the gift giving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And really outdid
Stuff
themselves.
like that's tough. So I got socks too for Christmas.
Nice.
I got these ones.
Oh, I love that pair. It's one of my favorites. I'm ready to retire that one. That's why I needed a new set.
And then Tira got me this hat. Now I won't freeze when I'm out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this is another little statue for my display, my new display case. It's actually a little scary looking, actually, but
yeah,
the face.
I imagine that they are.
Yeah, some probably more than others.
Yeah, yeah.
But no, it's really cool. And I don't know what what it's made out of. It feels a little rubbery, I guess, but doesn't stand up too well on its own. So I have them hanging on to the Squatch Talks mug for now. One of the really special surprises, though, I have to say, is a new Trackcast.
Wow.
From North American Bigfoot Center. This one's actually from Washington as well. So it's like the Paul Freeman. This was found by a sheriff in 1982. So it's a big boy.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's
long as shit, man.
It's one of 9 that were collected between April and May of 82. And it yielded several sightings and footprint finds that were investigated by local Grays Harbor County Sheriff Department. So interesting. So
I was watching Ancient Apocalypse. Have you watched that yet?
No.
No. Graham Norton, I believe it is, did it. And he more or less attacks, not attacks, that's probably the wrong word, the archaeologists in the world, because he's trying to tell them that what they're finding is proving that the dates have to go back further in time. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's one of them guys that are kind of like looking for Atlantis, even though he's not calling it Atlantis. But anyway, it made me think about how we come to conclusions about things that we actually have absolutely no clue about. And you always say that you're in the flesh and blood camp. Don't you think that, now I'm not saying that these things aren't flesh and blood.
Right.
And I'm not saying they are portal jumpers and whatnot. But coming to that conclusion almost guarantees that your mind is closed to other possibilities, even if it's not about the flesh and blood fact.
Okay.
Because I'm looking at stick structures and things like that right now, taking another look at it, because it's something that I always just throw right out the window and say, no. But not only stick structures, not only the crap in the trees, like when they have the trees weaved together and one's on top of the other and it's looking like snowfall, or when the trees all fall together, even just the small ones on the ground, just sticks stuck in the ground, and in different shapes. Excuse me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if they're only 2 foot long sticks that are only 2 inches round. Has anybody ever looked at these things, like taken pictures of the way they're laying on the ground and looked at them as hieroglyphic type pictures? Has anybody ever done that?
Yes.
Who?
Well, I'm trying to think of names because you're
Yeah.
throwing the question out at me without any,
Oh, well, geez.
any prior notice. But
well, if anybody out there knows,
they're not necessarily hieroglyphics.
Well,
They're called glyphs.
Yeah.
Okay. Chris Noel.
Okay.
I might have heard Todd Prescott talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who else?
Do they ever do any? They ever write anything down or anything? Is there any?
Chris may have. I think Chris Noel has. Yeah, but Chris is open to a lot of things with the whole autism thing and everything. Squatches being autistic or on the spectrum. Okay.
Right.
So he has a whole book out on that whole theory.
Right.
I am a flesh and blood guy, just simply because if they were only something else, interdimensional or paranormal or whatever you want to say, they wouldn't leave track impressions.
Why not?
Well, why would they if they were ethereal? Now,
Why can't? But why can't they be both? I mean, we are spiritual and flesh and blood.
That's a good question, Nate. But I still see Michael's already agreeing with you. Mike Rufo is already
Graham
saying
Hancock. Thank you.
There you go.
Where I got Graham Norton. I knew it was wrong when I said it.
I'm a believer in the flesh and blood thing, and that these are animals of a higher intelligence. That's always been my belief. And
yeah,
I am open to other suggestions, and I've had this discussion with others, and I try to listen and keep an open mind, like you said. Yeah. Okay, it is important. However, I still have a hard time believing, like, for example, who was it that was saying? I think it was Russ Jones, Dr. Jones, maybe, I forget.
Yeah.
Who was saying he was out with a researcher or with a person who is more of a intuitive, medium, psychic type. Okay.
Yes.
That's what it was. And they were out, and she was saying how there's one 20 yards to your right, and he had his thermal imager and could see nothing.
Right.
Okay. So again, I know people also who make these kind of claims or statements saying, "Oh, there's one standing right behind you," or he's actually, hovering over you right now, laughing.
Right.
And you don't want to ever call them a fool or make fun of them or
no
discount them.
They could be right.
They could be right.
Obviously proofs in the pudding. The proofs in the pudding, but we can't ever get that stuff.
How do you get it though? That's the thing. Because I have faith in God, right? In higher power. And so that's one that I have heard people say it's difficult to prove. Okay.
What, God?
God, right?
Well,
but I look around and I see nature. Yeah, but I see things in nature and all around me that shows me that I am,
just nature itself, down to a single blade of grass. The complexity and how perfect the creation is proof that there's something that obviously that created it. But
I totally agree.
I don't think it's a big guy with a beard sitting on a cloud.
So I don't know, man. It's like, but also going back to what you said about these stick structures. Okay. Yeah. I have seen ones that are tiny, which are in mountain laurel groves. They're at the base of a bush. Okay. And they're woven into the base intricately, broken off, not cut, with any type of instrument. And I have seen those in Pennsylvania. I've seen those in New Jersey. in the Pacific Northwest. They match, you know what I mean? I
Right.
have pictures of them from different areas and
Mhm.
locations. To me, that indicates it's not only done through nature. Okay. And
Okay.
my thought was that it was done by the juvies who are mimicking the parents, right?
Mhm.
And this is how they get their start, is by interwoving these sticks into the base of these mountain laurel bushes. Just a thought. Again, I
Right.
have no visual proof or
Right.
graphic evidence. Um, it's a phenomenal question to start off our episode, I have to say. But I'm absolutely more open, especially after your expedition in 2021. Okay. I
Yeah.
mean, where I had that experience with the whole headlamp across the trail and the time variant and all the other stuff. I mean, I'm not I'm not doubting that it possibly could be
Right.
another dimensional type of being.
Right.
I just don't have that conclusive proof at this point.
Wow. Nobody does,
Hey,
That's
Greg.
that's the good part. What's
Greg's
Greg's
back
name?
on. He was on last week with us, or 2 weeks ago, rather. Yeah. Took off last week. I just
Oh
remembered.
no, getting over cold, not COVID. Good job.
Yeah, we got tested negative too, brother. Hope you're feeling better soon. I didn't have to because Heather tested negative. So
There you go.
if she was negative, I'm negative, right? That's how it
That's a
works.
positive way to look at it.
Talking about positive. I'm positive I'm gonna have some Black Rifle.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to get deep this year.
Yeah, that's getting pretty deep. And Greg, thank you also, and Mike for tuning in. And Greg came by after our episode that we had him on, and picked up a mug and a shirt. So thank you.
Nice. Very good. Very good.
Mike was wearing his shirt yesterday. He called to tell me his his how funny is this, right? He calls me up to tell me that his plumber, I think it was his plumber, yeah, had a Squatch sighting in the Pine Barrens.
Oh yeah.
Him and his girl, yeah, his wife, I think. So, I mean, here he's just there to help repair something, and turns out they start talking Bigfoot. It's crazy.
We can bring that into any conversation. I've found that I can bring that up in any conversation. I even brought that up to my eye surgeon.
No way.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And
That was just, he went, oh, that's cool, and kept, doing his stuff. But
well, you mentioned that, and when you had your eye thing, I had my doctor's visit, okay, during our break, and it was my annual visit 3 years later. And I know my doc, and I'm like, I had my Squatch Talks podcast shirt on, so I'm showing it to him. He's like, yeah, that's cool, Eric. Thinking,
it's not,
okay,
it's not why we brought you here.
gonna get checked into the mental asylum, but
Exactly.
I really went to see if I got the Lyme thing came back positive or not, and I can't read the results, so I'm gonna have to talk to him. He's got the last one in green. Well, there is one more behind me, Greg.
Right.
You got the last one in that size, yeah. And actually, Mike got the last large.
Yeah, we're not making green ones anymore. At least not that color green.
The green is going to be temporarily, at least, discontinued. Hey, yeah. Patty.
Either that, or it's going to be more valuable in the long term. Is the green one?
Yeah,
we want to keep that one.
Oh, and speaking of books, because Michael said it's Graham Hancock, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I got a book also for Christmas. Russell Jones's first book. The name is escaping me.
Chasing the Stone Man.
That's it. Thank you. And it's autographed, so thank you, Russ.
Yeah, I didn't get an autographed one.
Well, it was purchased via the NABC.
Yeah, well, I got mine from Amazon before he had that going. So
But my cast that I got from there isn't autographed by Cliff.
No.
So I'm like, dude, didn't I said to Heather, I said, didn't you tell him it's for Eric? Oh, come on. His wife probably fills the orders for him though. So, but that's awesome that we got another one, because I'm going to have my friend Patrick coming after the new year. We're going to make some molds up and we're going to start doing recasts. So we'll add to our merch availability, right? Hey, I got the last one of those. So, I mean, somebody's got to keep up with them.
Yeah, right? Might as well be you.
Might as well. And I know Michael Freeman came out with a recent book about the Freeman, right?
Oh, yeah?
Paul Freeman, his dad. I haven't gotten that copy yet, but looks pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Kind of puts to rest some of the debate regarding him and whether or not he was a hoaxer, right?
I didn't think so.
Oh, I don't think so either. I still think it's credible video.
Some of the best videos I've seen, actually.
She got a Bigfoot researcher's kit. That's awesome. Is it anything like this one?
Archie McAfee. I don't know who that is. Do I?
Is it anything like this one, Patty?
That's cool.
Yep. It's Archer McAfee.
There you go. There you go. At least we all got something Bigfoot related for Christmas.
Well, that one's from a previous. That one's been there. That's from a previous Christmas. But yeah, definitely it was a squatchy year. Yeah. So thank you. Oh, and then, meanwhile, during all this, my truck's been out of commission.
Yeah.
This is
catalytic converter thieves.
This is all that's left of my catalytic converter. 3 minutes, boom, gone. So it'll be getting a new one next week. Well, the new one came actually, but then I realized that they were so kind to cut the pipe going into the next section. So at that point, I said, you know what, I'm not going to do this.
Yeah,
it's time for me to have a professional do it. So the appointment's Thursday.
There you go.
So I have the rental car. I'm just debating whether or not to take the rental out into the woods.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know.
What kind of insurance did you put on it?
I used my own. That was stupid, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't take it out.
That's what I was thinking. This morning, I actually looked out and saw what looked like tracks by the car, like something like a jack or something had gotten wheeled in the gravel. And I thought, oh, crap. Don't tell me they came and they used a jack and they,
Yeah.
So, but when I started it, it sounded okay. So thankfully. But yeah, I'm just putting this out there for our viewers. If you do have a vehicle like a truck or a van, it makes it easy for them to access these cats. Okay. And in just a few minutes, they can have it and be on their way. And it's apparently a big thing. I had no idea until I found out.
It would be cool if you could electrify it somehow and they go under there. It's like 120 volts. Boom, there you
go. Yeah.
Then, of course, you'd get in trouble for killing the guy. But
right. Well, that's what I said to the officer who came to investigate. I said, yeah, and if I shot him, then I'd be the one going to jail. Yeah. It's not worth shooting somebody over a catalytic converter, obviously, but
yeah,
maybe a warning shot.
Right. Yeah, just wing them.
So I put out a spot, a motion activated spotlight. I had a trail camera out, and Art is going to give me a DVR security system that he has that he's not using.
Oh, there you go.
So we'll catch the bugger.
Yeah. Hopefully they don't steal the catalytic converter off the pop-up camper.
Do they have one?
No.
Oh, good. So you have to go out and check it now.
No,
I didn't see
on that.
I didn't see anything else there. You're
what else you want to debate about?
You took a rental Tacoma. I did that. I took a rental Tundra out to
I wish I had. Exactly. That's why I said don't do it.
Cost me $1,000. Yeah. that
Mhm.
rental Tundra. Oh yeah, but hey, I don't know. I mean, I
What was
was
that fella's name? I think it was was it the first year we went down to we were down with you in the Pine Barrens with the truck,
mhm.
and that guy took his brand new full size Tundra, or was it a Dodge? I think it was a Toyota.
Okay,
And he went out with us, and he was so pissed when he scratched the shit out of it with the
piney pinstripes.
yeah. Oh, remember how upset he was? Small, skinny little guy. What was his name?
Hmm.
He fell asleep in the back of the truck on Terry. What was his name? He was an author from New York or something, wasn't he?
Brandon, not Brandon. Frank.
Was it Frank? I wanted to say John, but I was pretty sure that she thinks it was John.
I've had a couple of authors, and we had one guy that was who was going to write a book about Squatch.
Yeah.
His name was Frank, but yeah, he came out privately with me and Art and Kevin. Um,
I just remember that because it had like
Believe me,
100 miles on it. And we drove, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll drive." Like, you're stupid.
he's not the only one who's been pissed off at me though
Yeah.
after going out and getting pinstripes on their vehicle. Okay, my friend Tom, Regina, her vehicle. In fact, her boyfriend had me actually polish and wax her vehicle to make it right. So
And then
yeah,
there's me that giggles as he's scraping it down the side.
yeah. Well, I told you I took Art out a week or so ago, right? And when he was looking at my truck, he's like, "Damn, you really beat this to hell." Like,
Yeah.
that's why I got it.
Yeah.
you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, man. It's not to look good.
I don't think the Subaru is going to do that for a little while, though.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna put my truck in the garage, Mike. The door's too damn heavy. It's a heavy door. So I'm
That's why
gonna
they
have
make
to,
them things where you push the button and it.
yeah, but
If you knew an electrician, you can get one put in.
well, I do know one, just he doesn't come down this way as often as I'd like. But yeah, I still want to get my LED light bar on the truck at the rack made, and I have the LED bar. I've got a Bigfoot switch to turn it on and off with. Literally, it's a Bigfoot switch.
I saw it.
I gotta be able to find it. But yeah, I got all these plans, man, for the new year.
Mhm.
This is stuff that we wanted to talk about, all the excitement. Um, and for anybody who listens on the podcast platforms, just trying to get caught up. So please bear with me. I got the stealth camping in the Pine Barrens episode up yesterday. And a special bonus, the Appalachian Bigfoot went up at midnight. So
Nice, nice.
yeah, and
Very
they
good.
cleaned them up a little bit.
Yeah.
So they're only an hour long, something that can entertain you while you're traveling. In fact, I sent the link to my sister because she's moving to North Carolina today,
Oh yeah.
from New York to North Carolina.
Hmm.
So safe travels, Linda. My brother Michael's watching in San Diego. Hi, Michael. So yeah, it's that's what I always say. How do we stay so close? Because we're so far away.
Yeah. That way you don't get tired of each other.
That's right.
Oh
But no, I'm gonna go out to California in April, actually, Heather and I.
yeah.
That's the plan. I was looking at airfare today, as a matter of fact. And she wants to see the desert. So I noticed that Joshua Tree is only a couple of hours, 2.5 hours away from where we're gonna be.
Oh
You
yeah.
know? So I thought maybe we can make a little journey up to Joshua Tree.
There you go.
Oh no, are we getting questions about Todd Standing again?
I don't know.
Bumbleness. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. We briefly brought this topic up on our Squatch. What was it? The Sasquibers episode. Not really any opinions, or
Where are you seeing this?
it's on the chat, the live chat. I don't know why. I mean, as far as I know, Todd's a nice guy, and he started out with good intentions, but I don't know. I don't really follow it too much, to be perfectly honest. I just kind of hold off a little.
Yeah.
Right, Nate?
Oh, okay. Bumbleness. I don't even know.
Bumbleness. But hey, thanks for
I like the
clicking on
name.
our. I like it too.
That's
I
cool.
like the, anytime we have anyone asking questions, we always try to answer them honestly.
Honest, I really don't know anything about Todd Standing other than what you see on TV. And if the guy, if he went to Hoaxin to try to pay bills, that sucks. But
yeah,
I don't know if he did or not. I can't.
I can't
care,
say.
Actually.
Yeah, it's not really something like, if somebody does things like, that they shouldn't be doing, obviously we believe that it'll come back to bite you at some point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we prefer not to do those kind of things. So you won't ever see that on our.
If he didn't hoax and he wants to clear his name, he's welcome to give us an email, and we'll have him on here and he can say his piece.
Absolutely. That's a great idea.
Just tell him to email at squatchtalkspodcast@gmail.com. Or he can go to nasbro.net and go on the website. Anything like that would be great.
And it's funny you should say that, because we have the ability, if somebody wants to jump on and talk to us,
sure,
shoot us a Sasquatch. What is it?
squatchtalkspodcast@gmail.com.
We don't shoot Sasquatch. We're no kill society. But no, Sasquatch. Yeah.
Well,
Squatch Talks.
Yeah.
Squatch Talks Podcast at Gmail. And I'm not even drinking, folks. Okay. I'm having coffee. But no, seriously, we do have that ability. I got it all set up that we can actually take some callers like we did with Greg last time and Patty. So anybody has a tale they wish to tell, always happy to have you come on and share it with us. I should have sent the link to our friend Tyrell at Yeti Brothers, but I know he's probably busy partying out there in New Mexico. Getting ready to come out with our Squatch Talks podcast bar real soon.
We'll have a bar and we'll have coffee.
The bar is going to have, by the way, the essence, because Michael was saying how he likes the Forest Fresh, which I do too. So I was trying to get them to mimic that one. But he's like, no, we already have the Forest Fresh.
Why would we do two?
Why would we do it with just your name on it? Right. So, which would have been easy, just change the wrapper. Okay. But I'm going to have the sandalwood with the citrus oils as the essence. So giving away a little trade secret here, little preliminary spoiler. Sorry, but I thought it would be nice, that combination. And I spoke to, again, Lake's Coffee the other day, and I have to go in with meet Jesse.
Right.
We'll sit down, but we'll be getting that in the works as well. No, it's all right, Greg. You told your stories, man. It was awesome.
Too much coughing tonight. Okay.
Hey, hope you're feeling better. Remember to take that elderberry syrup and olive leaf.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like I said, reviewing those videos, right? The way I do it is I take the video and then I edit it and I convert it to an audio file.
Right.
Managed to find an easier way to do it too, by the way. So my job just got easier.
Good.
Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. It's like when I used to do my bookkeeping by hand, you know what I mean? and the Small Business Administration said, Eric, why don't you use a spreadsheet? Why are you writing it all out? But there's a way I can just convert it right through the movie making thing that I use, right?
Oh, okay.
Rather than having to convert it and then going, oh my God, I was doing more than I needed to. So
sweet.
When I found that out, I was like, yes.
So they're going to start flying out now.
Now they can start flying out. Yeah. Well, again, I like to edit them so that, cleans it up a bit. I got rid of the bloopers and that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's for somebody who's listening.
Just audio. Yeah.
Right. So for somebody who's just listening to it, it's going to sound a little better. And yeah. So I'm still in the season 2 where Brian's still with us. Okay. But yeah, we should see what he's doing soon and get him to do an anniversary special with us.
Yeah, there you go.
He might be into the YouTube live thing,
Yeah. Yeah,
which I think we should just do them all like this, honestly. But get their guests in line and then boom, boom, boom,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care.
What do you guys think? Should we do a survey?
Survey says, I'm impressed. There's 7 people watching on New Year's Eve. That's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Pretty good indeed. Well, how long have we been on here? About a half hour?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need another spirited debate.
Yeah, that would be good. Who's got a debate question or who wants to come on? Did we check the email? Let me check the email.
I checked the email and I didn't do nobody emailed.
Nobody's got the desire, huh?
Nobody loves us. Oh.
You don't have to be on video. We can do an avatar.
Well, that's no fun.
Well, no, but we're willing.
Oops. I pushed the wrong button.
Oh,
Live is much better, Patty says.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
It's just one long blooper reel this way.
Really. And it definitely saves me a lot of time in editing.
Right. Whatever
Hey,
we do.
appreciate that. But yeah, I really appreciated Dave coming in today and telling us about the and it's funny, he didn't realize he was watching it right on Buzzsprouts where we host the platform.
Oh, yeah.
I said, dude, you can find it on Spotify, Apple Tunes, iHeart, Google Tunes, you name it, right? And he's like, really? So he brings it up. He goes, oh, so we got him to follow us. I said, hey, can you please rate? So if you do listen on the podcast, you're not using as much bandwidth or data, right?
Mm.
And you can follow and share and rate us. If you can rate us, that would be great.
High, please. Not
5 stars.
Yes, please. You can even ask Alexa. She'll play us too.
Yeah. Well, when I did that, it came up with the Garden State Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's the only one that keeps coming up for some reason.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's Kevin from Beyond.
Maybe.
Not that I don't think about him every day as it is,
Mm.
literally, but
Yeah.
It's crazy. Miss you, bro. But yeah, so we got some things going on though, I think are pretty exciting, in addition to the merch that we spoke about. We've got some investigations we're going to be getting together and doing soon, hopefully, when your eye is 100% real soon. Been a little bit in touch with Eric Mintel from Eric Mintel Investigates.
Have you?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
He never did call me back.
Yeah, he's he was busy with his jazz concerts over the holidays. He was like performing all the time. I was really sorry I couldn't go out and check out one of his shows because he's really talented. But yeah, you guys are real close, so you should be able to hook up pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got a lot of plans for his shows coming up. It's just a matter of keep talking like we do. We keep bringing up this stuff, and we're going to manifest it one way or another.
Yeah, I'd like to go out with him. And what's the other guy's name that goes out with him?
Dominic.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to say Doug. I knew that wasn't right.
Well, he's got Dominic Sattel and Dave Attenbury, I think, is another of his teammates. So yeah, but he's been quite busy, and I know he's expanding his views on Central New Jersey Network and
Yeah,
a couple of other media platforms. I don't know. I'm just, like I said, I'm so behind on the technology thing. There's so much we could be doing.
I'm even further behind than that.
So I don't know if Jacob is viewing tonight. Not Jacob from Jacob's Creature, but Jacob, who's going to be helping us with the filming.
Oh, yeah.
Our film major. He did mention he might be tuning in. So I don't know if he's one of the guests we have on tonight. But if you're listening, Jacob, we're looking forward to getting together with you and utilizing your talents. Okay. I was going to text Heather and tell her to bring down my birthday present.
We're trying to keep this G-rated.
Yeah, that's what she said. She says, I don't know that I feel comfortable coming down in this. I said, why not? Paw won't mind.
Oh, you should see, speaking of Paw, you should see Waylon, man. He is trucking around here, walking all over the place.
Uh-huh.
He can stand up in the middle and not doesn't even need to hold on to anything anymore.
No kidding.
Yeah. Freaking brute, that little kid.
Wow. Well, we wanted to come up this weekend.
Yeah. Well, I think it's good you didn't, because like
No,
I said, I'm the well, you couldn't have anyway. You were working.
I gotta work Monday.
Yeah, I don't have to go back to work till Wednesday. I was off all week.
I'm usually off Mondays, but I switched days next week. So yeah, I gotta work Monday. I'm off tomorrow. That's it. Well, hey, somebody's got to do it, right?
Right. Yeah, and it might as well be you. As long as it's not me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm preparing for retirement is what I'm doing.
Me too. So we got to get some more subs. So please share, like, subscribe.
Yeah.
Send us a email, squatchtalkspodcast@gmail.com, and we'll get you on. And you can tell us your encounter.
Yeah.
But no, we got some people lined up. It's just a matter of, the whole scheduling thing. And we need to get our asses out there and make some more tales. So we've got a couple of expeditions planned. And I have some people that would like some private expeditions with us. So that is also another option.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yes.
See, now that I'm into.
Oh, I know you are.
The big public ones, there's just so much work.
I'm willing to do it. All I ask is that you come along and
I know you are, but good
throw
Lord.
a few burgers on. But no, I enjoy it. It's always fun to bring newbies out there and teach them. One of the guys is actually gave his son a expedition for what's this? Oh my goodness!
Birthday gifts.
Oh.
Tasty cakes? No.
Tasty cakes.
I wonder what this one is.
Here's the one I was hoping for. I'm not opening them now, folks, but tomorrow is my birthday, so. So that's the one that I really I think I know what it is already. I might have spoiled that one.
Tape is uncoming.
It's okay, honey. Thanks. You gonna come down and say hello?
I will.
Okay. But yeah, we got Michael Spinner watching, a few other guests. Patty's on. Come say hi.
I'm not sure why I don't have video on my phone.
What do you mean?
I got the chat, but not the video. I don't know why.
It should look like this.
I know it should. I've seen it before.
You people watching won't see that for 10 more seconds.
Hold on. There it is.
Watch Talks Podcast at gmail.com. Hey, honey.
Hi.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Year.
Hey.
Hi, Nathan.
Hi there. How are you?
I can't hear him.
Oh, that's right. I have it set for me only. We can remedy that. Don't worry. How about now?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Terry's
over there sitting on the couch. She ain't coming on.
Huh?
Terry's not
Terry's
coming
Terry's being difficult, honey.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes. You just have to be with me. Good old hairy me. What do you think?
Very neat.
Getting all bushy.
But no, Heather and I are looking forward to ringing in the new year with our Martinelli sparkling cider.
Yep.
And watching the ball drop in a few hours. But no major plans, It's funny, last night she said to me, hey, you want to go to the Poconos?
Yeah, it was spur of the moment, but we ended up not going.
Good thing, right? Since I had to work today.
Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't that have been weird?
Yeah, I would have been like, Tracy, aren't you there? Because neither am I. Oh, you know what? Being closed one day a year wouldn't be the worst thing, right?
No, not at all.
What are you guys doing for New
Black Rifle.
Year's? What are you guys doing?
I was planning on going to bed around 10.
Well, that's squashed now.
Why? It's only
Be up till midnight. Aren't we bringing in the New Year's? Isn't this a 3-hour live broadcast?
Oh my God, no.
I thought that was the idea. We were going to do like a live stream
Right through New Year's.
marathon.
Yeah, no.
No?
I don't think anybody would want to watch us for 3 hours.
I would.
Heather would. See?
See? Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
one fan. Hey, thank you, Greg. Happy Bigfootin' birthday.
Oh,
Heather. Forgot I have to check the chats occasionally.
Yeah. And the emails and if anybody's emailing us.
Hey, stop that. Wasn't for you.
sorry.
But yeah, I've got some of Heather's gifts in back of me, and she was very, very kind to spoil me rotten this year. I guess, like I said earlier, I was a good Squatch. So
You're always a good Squatch.
Well, that's good.
what do
Somebody
you got to share with us, Heather? Come on, tell us a story.
Me?
Yeah, I'll put you on the spot.
A story.
Do you have any more
Doesn't have to be
paranormal?
a Bigfoot story.
No,
No. I have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. What do you got?
I don't
So-
know what one to like.
Just throw one out. Come on, don't keep the fans waiting.
Okay, so a couple this is a long time ago. I was in high school, and I was really into The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm.
And my mom used to go to like Hot Topic and Spencer's and all these places to get me all this crap for Nightmare Before Christmas. And I had the comforter and everything. Well, she made so many purchases, and there was this thing where you put like your vote in or your name in, you can win a life-size Sally doll. Sally's one of the characters from Nightmare Before Christmas. And my mom and her friend went like towards the end of Christmas, and the doll was still there. And my mom was like, and there was a lot of bids for Jack, which is another one of the characters, but there was like hardly any for Sally. So it was really creepy. Like my mom left the store, and the lady came, I think it was a lady, whoever was working there came and ran after her and said, yeah, excuse me, do you really want this? So my mom was like, what do you mean? She's like, you can have it. You can just take it. It's for free. So my mom was like jumping up and down, like, she felt like she hit the lottery. She's like, okay. So Christmas rolls around, and there's like something, it looked like a body wrapped up. And I opened it up, and I was actually kind of scared of it.
Really?
It didn't look, yeah, it was like, it was Sally, and it was cute, but it was like, it was creepy. Well, I had to pretend that I liked it because I didn't want to hurt my mom's feelings. So
Wow.
it was on a stand in my room for like a long time. And it used to move by itself. So the house that we lived in also had some paranormal things occurring. So you just never know. It could have been that. It could have been what was associated with this doll. But it used to, like, the cars would drive by and you could actually see it like going like this on its stand. It was creepy.
Was it waving?
No, it was
Just swaying.
swaying.
Oh, okay.
So I thought, okay, the cars are going by. It's probably just like traffic, moving it. Well, I know one time my mom was like putting clothes away, and the doll fell off the stand. Like it flew off the stand and landed on her back, and she was pressed down into like the bed.
Oh boy.
Really?
And this doll was like, she couldn't get it
Holding her
off.
down.
It wasn't that heavy. So I remember, all these things would happen with this doll. So we're eventually, we ended up not getting rid of it, but we wrapped it up in like what looked to be like a trash bags or a burlap or whatever. And it was in our garage. And then for years after that, like it was up in the garage. It looked like a body up there.
That's
yeah.
scary.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
there was just a lot of stuff around that doll that really creeped me out. I don't know. I guess Christmas, that kind of came to mind.
Mm.
But I remember when
Maybe that's why they wanted it out of the store so bad.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Like, why would they? Right. And I remember it was really scary. Like we were having the roof done or something on that house. and I know there was workers everywhere. And somebody found the doll and hung it by its neck off the tree. So it was like outside, hanging outside the house. And I remember being like, whoever did that, the bad juju that's going to go to you, let it go to you.
Yeah,
Right.
you can have it.
Have it.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, I had a paranormal experience as a child in my
Right.
parents' home in New York. I don't think I ever told this story.
I don't think so.
Well, Nathan, if I ever told about my well, there's two actually. Michael would know about this, I think. My brother Michael. We lived on Long Island, and one night I was a young child at the time. One night, after I was already upstairs in my room, my mother was downstairs in the kitchen, and my sister was down there helping her do the dishes and put things away. And we had this window from the kitchen that looked over into the family room. Okay.
Mhm.
And so she had said to Linda to turn off the TV, and they were doing dishes, and then I guess Linda went upstairs, and my mother thought she heard the TV. And so she said, "Oh, darn, Linda put the TV back on again." Right. And then Linda came down and she says, "There's somebody in Eric's room." And so they go upstairs, and my mother starts to head towards my bedroom. But you see, at that point, I had moved from my old bedroom to the new bedroom in the front of the house. And she says, "Not that one, the old bedroom," which was next door to my sister's bedroom. Okay. And they walk down the hall towards that room, and they hear this wailing sound and moaning sound coming from the bedroom. And they're like freaked out, So my mom was like, "Well, we're not going in there." So she went into my bedroom, scooped me up, and brought me downstairs. I don't remember how the rest of that night went. I must have just fallen back asleep, I guess. But the next day, we found out that my uncle Helmut's mother passed away overnight.
Oh yeah.
And that was the room, that was the bedroom that my aunt and uncle, Helmut and Oti, slept in while they lived with us when they moved here first from Europe. Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, Helmut's mother, in her transitioning, maybe came to look for her son to,
Yeah.
say goodbye. But that was one occasion. And in this new bedroom that I was, now living in, there was one night I remember laying in my bed and having the sensation of, when you have like a couch cushion pressed down on you, like somebody hits you with a couch cushion and then holds you down with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That happened to me in my bed. Now, I think, people might say it's like a night terror or something along those lines, but that's not what it seemed like to me. It wasn't like I was immobilized and I was looking at something and couldn't move. This was like something smacked me.
Yeah.
I was laying on my stomach. Something smacked me like a big pillow, a cushion, and then held me down. And it was for a few minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How old were you?
I don't know. I mean, 8 or 10.
I remember the story you telling me.
I don't remember the exact age, but in that time period, I think. Okay. So these are two, what I call paranormal,
Yeah, definitely.
episodes, I guess you could say. And I could never explain that, what that would have been.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was weird.
Patty has a question.
Patty has a question.
Have you guys ever heard a Bigfoot humming? Yes.
Oh.
In almost women's pitch, not deep humming sound.
In a higher pitch humming. Like,
Yeah.
you
You ever hear a high pitch? We've heard high pitch. How's Goodwin do it? She does a whoop, but she just goes whoop. I know that's not how she does it, is it?
That's how Heather and Patty do
It is?
it. You do.
Now I've never heard a higher pitch humming.
No, I can't say that I have either, but I have heard some what I would describe as humming, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Art was with me on one occasion out by the berm, as we call it, where we recorded some humming, which was very interesting. And that was after I had done some provocations, some audio vocalizations. Okay. And it definitely was a humming sound, but I don't think I would describe it as a higher pitch. It was like a, you know what I mean? Kind of sound or tone.
Right.
And then there was a time when we were walking down a trail and I had on the headphones with the Kimbrough audio mic. Okay. And Art was like, I think keeping or had the therm behind me, and he heard something run off to the right and quickly looked to see, and there was nothing there, but there was also some humming associated with that. And this is right near the berm.
Yeah.
Okay. But a high pitched humming, no, I don't think so. Why? Have you heard something, Patty?
Then
No,
we
wait.
have to
We'll
wait.
take 10 seconds for her to answer.
And then she has to type yet too. So
I caught something
Oh.
coming on audio, and my first thought was a woman.
cool.
Didn't take 10 seconds. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
But I hope that answers the question.
Yeah.
I wonder if
Yeah,
anybody
that's
has
cool.
emailed us.
I can't wait to hear it. I'm sure she'll share it with us. Yeah.
What emailed us?
Somebody emailed us?
I said, I'm looking. I don't know. I think I was on the wrong email. Darn it. Let me see if I get on the right email. Here we go. Oh, these are the stats for 2022. You want to hear some stats?
No, it's depressing
No?
sometimes.
It's the YouTube stats. Well, since we're on YouTube, way to create a community and culture unlike any other. Cheers to doing it your way this year. Now celebrate. Hashtag my year on YouTube. See that, Nathan? We can use that hashtag.
There you go.
2022 snapshot, 9,100 and some views, 105,000 minutes watched, and 832 likes.
Pretty cool.
They like us. They really like us. Oh,
Our number one top viewed videos of the year is the proof out there, our premiere, and the Garden State Bigfoot. Hey, thank you, everybody. So that's a wrap up of our year in review from YouTube. Thank you.
yeah.
And again, we don't say this to brag. We owe it to you, but I will say that I am proud of the effort we've put into it.
The stick-to-itiveness.
And Yeti Bars tagged us in their end of year company video update.
Oh, very nice.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, cool.
Uh-huh. So, and thanks to our viewers watching and going to use that STP10 code at checkout. We did get a little, kickback from that. So thank you. It's going to go towards new gear and paying for the
The whatnot.
the time on air. Right?
Hey, every little bit helps,
Right.
This is not a cheap hobby.
It's not. We mentioned that with Russ on the Appalachian Bigfoot episode, right?
Yeah.
And thanks again for the book Heather got me.
Oh, you're welcome.
We talked to him a while back, and we mentioned how he has 42 cameras, right? And I was kind of putting it out there, like, hey, how about selling us a few, right? And Brian shut me down. Like, he's like, oh no, the old ones are worth more. No, you can't do that.
Yeah. Shh.
Right?
Yeah.
So I edited that part out. But he mentions a lot of good stuff with regards to the game cameras and some of the things that he's done with them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stuff that it was good to hear it again, is what I'm saying. Because really, I've been doing it with mine in the back to get more familiar with the camera. Okay. What good is it if you put out a camera and you're not placing it properly?
Yeah. Or like me, don't even know how to use them right.
Right. I mean, and this is a newer camera.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I'm getting so many different animals: the fox, the raccoons, the deers, the squirrels, you name it. It's crazy how many animals are right in civilization.
Right.
So that goes back to what we were talking about. Like, even if you're in a state like New Jersey, right, which is fairly landlocked, there can be populations of Bigfoot
Yeah, why not?
living in these woods nearby. All
Mhm.
right. And there's green belts really, and things that connect areas together, right? Um, I don't know.
Hmm.
Kind of goes back to your original question about, whether or not they can jump between dimensions or,
Well, I'm not saying they can, but
well, you asked if they could, you know what I mean? Like, is it
yeah.
possible that, like, we've had some strange occurrences and other researchers have as well?
Mhm. Yeah. How many times did you hear about the trackway that just stops in an open field?
I know. And my explanation is always, well, and if it happens in snow, right?
Right.
If they're following a track line and it just ends, there's nothing. I mean, either they're going backwards and putting their steps backwards, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
or they leap. I said they leap 25, 30 feet.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's no trees or anything around, they'd have to
Right.
leap to a tree and then, go across the canopy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They're gonna make like a tree and leave.
So we're gonna have to get out there and find some trackways to really.
Right. Maybe those are the 3 or 4 Bigfoots that actually got abducted by aliens at that point.
Again, that's not a bad theory. And with the Occam's Razor episode with Todd Prescott, he brought up the ethereal Bigfoots, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we believe in ghosts, as we tend to, right?
Sure.
Paranormal, couldn't there be a Bigfoot ghost?
Yeah.
That's still the great mystery. That blew my mind. Yeah.
I don't know why. We've talked about that before. We talked about that when we were down in the Pine Barrens, I thought.
I don't recall us talking about that specifically. I thought we were talking about the potential for Bigfoots to get abducted by UFOs.
Yeah. We
That
talked
was-
about a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I don't recall us talking about could there be a Bigfoot spirit? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Hey, have you heard from Devin? Not Devin. Who's Chief
Delwyn.
Delwyn.
No.
We
No,
need-
every time I email him or text him, it goes unanswered.
I'll get Heather to text him.
Yeah, that'll work. His squaw. He's the squaws.
Let's get Delwyn on for the
Your brother thinks that was him with the couch pillow.
No.
That probably is right.
Yeah, it could have been, except at that point, Michael was out of the house.
Michael.
He just came back that time to mess with you.
Just came back to mess with me. Yeah, when they weren't, teasing me to with the fake spider, the tarantula.
Mhm.
Poor Eric.
I was
Yeah,
tormented as a
poor
child.
Yeah, at least it didn't
Right.
stop.
Did we answer the question? I'm sorry.
Yes, we did.
Okay.
I actually remember the Bigfoot ghost conversation, but I don't know if it was on here or if it was just a conversation.
You do.
We talked about it.
We did.
Oh,
Or
see
at
that?
least you did. I don't know if we did it on here or if it was just in conversation. out and
As
about.
I've said though, we've forgotten more stuff
Yeah.
than
Mhm. That's for sure.
right.
For sure.
And some people have experienced.
Mhm.
So I don't know if that's a good thing, but
It doesn't say much about our memory.
no, I'm really thinking that I need to start taking the Prevagen again,
Writing stuff down.
But hey, I don't know. I'm just like I said, I'm happy that there was some people that weren't too busy, celebrating New Year's this
Yeah.
evening to
Yeah.
join with us and to give us an opportunity to keep our instruments working. Okay. These are our instruments tonight. But we are grateful for all of you sticking with us
Mhm.
throughout the year.
Make it insane.
And thank you to Terry hanging in the back there. For letting Nathan come out and play with me tonight.
I'm
Yep.
keeping it clean, Nathan.
There you go.
But no, we had a great year, and
Yep.
I'm happy to to say that we're going to keep doing this, and hopefully you'll keep tuning in.
Yeah, hopefully. Greg said something.
I see things have just disappeared in front of their eyes, dematerialize. I believe that's what's happening, maybe. But hey, again, we're going to keep finding out these things, and we'll do our best to
Bring him to you.
And if anybody wants to, come along for the ride, there's a couple of ways they can do that. How should they go about reaching out to us, Nathan?
Oh, well, so eventually somebody's going to have to email us at squatchtalkspodcast@gmail.com. I'm still waiting.
And that's another goal for the new year, by the way. I'm going to update our nasbro.net. Going to make some changes to that'll allow people to really, learn more about us. Not only submit a sighting report, but also they'll be able to click on our podcasts also.
There you go.
And acquire merchandise. So
There you
that's
go.
going to be the big change on our website.
Cool.
Stay tuned for that. That's a work in progress. And who knows, if you have any ideas, we're open to suggestions. So again, either at squatchtalkspodcast@gmail or nasbro.net.
Mhm.
And we had talked about taking questions on a little, Squatch chat type corner thing, but I like it like this where we can just take live questions.
Yeah, that works for me.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really does. I think it's really fitting for the name Squatch Talks, right?
That's what I was always hoping for.
Right?
Yeah.
So, hey, if we get enough people to share and follow and like, this could be a very interesting conversation.
Yeah.
And again, we have nothing bad to say about anybody. There's a lot of personalities in the Bigfoot community, right?
Yes.
And hey, some of you are probably tired of hearing me talk over this year, but you're welcome to come on and join us.
Yep.
Like, we had Matt Moneymaker on. Come on.
Yeah. None of us could cut that word in edgewise.
No, walk for 2 hours. Okay.
Yeah.
So we are not against that. We've had some great guests on who we're grateful for, who were fantastic and really informative,
Mhm.
And we'll have some of them back on again because they have
Sure.
more to share.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
So-
I got lots of friends that want to come on. So
Awesome. Well, we just got to get a calendar and put some things down on paper. Okay.
yeah, that'd be a little better.
Well, or we can use the phones. They have a thing that you can put a calendar together. So, hey, everybody, happy, healthy new year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks
Yep.
for watching and
Thanks for-
tuning in. And
Yep.
Nathan,
We'll see you next year.
we'll see you next year. Happy New Year to Terry, Patty says.
Yes.
So thank you all. And hey, for the end of 2022, let's all do it together. Ready? On 3. 1, 2, 3. Thanks for
squatching.
You're like, what the hell are you doing?
Watching.